When I was cycling across southern Korea, in particular taking the ferry to an island called Jeju, I ran into a group of cyclists who were on the ferry with me. They were notable because they were riding trikes just like me. The brand was called Performer, and they're made right here in Taiwan. In fact, they're made right up the street. I contacted them a couple of days ago, got a hold of the boss, and he invited me to take a look at his factory to show me around. I've always been fascinated with how things are made. I was the kind of kid that always used to dissect things and assemble things, and knowing the base components and knowing how the parts for the parts of the parts were made. Performer is an actual factory that makes a finished product. I also need a few parts for my trike, particularly a flag and a flagpole. So I might be able to get a few things to help Tiger Duck in this whole process. $200块。200块。谢谢，再见。Hi. You know what I really like about Performer trikes is you have the best lines. You know, like your lines are very organic. Your designs are very beautiful, you know? The first time I saw a Performer was when I was in Jeju Island in Korea. There was a group of cyclists. There was one that was on a Recumbent bicycle, and then there was 3 guys that were on Recumbent trikes. I was like, what are those? They said Performers. I said, those are pretty cool. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little tour. George, the owner here, is gonna show us how the Performer brand is made from inspiration to innovation, I like to say.
Two months ago, a rider, his height is about 200 centimeters. It means we need to make the frame.
Yeah.
The wheelbase is a little bit longer, about maybe I think 10 centimeters.
So you've brought it out.
Yes.
Wow. So if you want a custom bike, you could come to Performer, you could give them your measurements, and for enough money, obviously, it's not cheap, right? You could have a custom bike. Could you make a custom trike as well?
Sure. So like for example, like this.
Yeah, this is a trike.
The trike.
They have a titanium trike out there.
That's the drawing.
It's like the Iron Man of trikes. So this is a 700C rear and then the 20 front.
Yes. Trike front wheel.
The spoke man. So you hand thread every tire. So how long have you been watching my videos?
Few days ago.
Few days ago?
Yes. When Georgie told me that some Jayoe guy called him and said, okay.
I better do some research.
That's right.
Interesting.
Carbon fiber pendant.
Wow. Holy moly.
What is this?
Front fork?
Front fork and front wheel drive.
Yeah.
Actually, 700 is much more popular than
Yeah.
20 inches.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know why, but I think 20 inches
Should be enough.
yeah.
My mother had a job just like this at a factory that made jerseys. You know, so she was a picker. She had to pick. So how long have you been open? How long has Performer been here?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. Actually, really 20 years old.
Yeah, but here 6 years.
Yes. The new, I completed this factory 6 years ago.
Cool. That carbon will be silver, huh?
Yeah.
Like
yes.
a silver.
The-
This one looks like a
yeah.
Schwinn bike, like an old style.
Yeah, old style. one.
Very old style.
Difficult. Very difficult.
Well, each one of these has to be made special, right?
Yes.
Each one of these. Wow. Huh. Is this going to America or where is this going to?
No, Japan.
Japan. So this frame is from an old customer.
Yes.
So this is an old Performer frame, and the customer came to you and said, "Hey, can you make it look like new again?"
Yes.
And so you're recoating it.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. How much of your business is carbon fiber, and how much of your business is aluminum?
I think 20% is a carbon fiber.
20%. Wow, that's a lot.
Okay, now I'll show you the frame process. Oh, actually, it's custom made, titanium.
Okay.
Now it's welding. Almost 100% custom made, custom geometry.
Wow.
I think I can make one for myself, but it's not. It's cheaper, but it's bicycle.
So this is a titanium
Yes.
frame.
Yes.
And this is a road bike.
Yes.
So this design here is, it's like a one piece, a one-off design, the way you want it, the material you want, the style you want, the size you want.
Yeah. This is Trike CC70.
No folding.
No folding. No folding.
How many trikes as opposed to bikes? What is percentage?
I can Trike it now almost 90%.
90%
Yes.
trike, really?
Yes.
Wow. I would have thought the bike would be more. No.
No. Trike is much more.
Much more.
Much more. We assemble the Recumbent here.
Oh, okay.
Long time no see.
That's low racer frame.
Okay. Interesting. Low to the ground. Yeah, yeah,
The 20 inch in
Yeah.
front wheel and
Yeah.
the rear wheel is 700C.
yeah. Okay, okay. So from here, all the components come in and you assemble it into the finished product.
Yes.
Okay, so how much of a finished Performer trike is made in Taiwan? That is the tires, the gearing, the brakes, the frame, everything. What do you think?
Shimano parts
Right.
is accept others made in Taiwan.
Okay. Everything except the Shimano is made here in Taiwan.
Yes.
That's pretty. So like 99%. Mostly.
Because it's custom made.
Yeah.
So piece by piece.
Wow. This area here is where they assemble the non-recumbents, like the normal standard bikes. How many custom bikes do you make a year? As
And then
opposed,
including the custom colors,
yeah.
about I think 600.
Wow.
About 120 titanium frames.
Wow.
And custom colors for carbon fiber and aluminum one, I think it maybe 600 something.
Wow.
Big company, they don't do.
They won't do the. They don't they don't do the 1s or the 2s or the, yeah.
Too much wood.
Yeah.
Company size is totally different.
Right. Your business model is different, you know? You specialize in this sort of customization, you know? That's what sets you apart. You can tell that George is really proud of his factory.
Small, but a lot of fun inside.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So your first job, how old were you when you had your first job?
When I was 18.
And what was your job? You had to put together a bicycle, or you worked in a bike shop?
No, working for a bicycle frame.
Okay, and then you were like, I kind of like this. I could do this for a long time. One of the best parts about visiting factories and taking a look around and making friends with the boss man is that you get fantastic lunches.
Traditional Taiwan style.
Oh, okay.
I like this restaurant very much.
If you like it, then I like it. Not only is the food incredible, but some really great things are happening. George has some connections with some other cycling part manufacturers in town. I might actually take another ride up here with the trike and do some visits of some different component factories. So you never know where things are gonna go.
You never know.
You never know. With honey? What is that?
That's honey, yeah. 不是
Lotus? No, this
Cactus.
is, feel it, this is cactus.
It's a bit like that, but it tastes very good.
This is like aloe.
这个叫做石莲
This is fantastic.
Stone lotus.
跑去问哥哥一下。
Ooh,
这是这么个。
this is great.
对不对
Whoa.
But Google not necessary.
This is like a grape.
It's a flower, not a cactus.
And the honey has flowers in it too. Like the honey has flowers in it. I've never had that before.
Okay, now you have it.
That's so good.
大 performer 的
I can- Well, that was a nice visit to the Performer Factory. I'm headed back into Taichung, and I've got a nice ride there. So thank you very much for the ride. It's about time that I sit down and do some editing. So that was a fantastic little visit to the Performer Factory. We are not done with Performer yet, though. We will head back in a few days' time. I'm going to take my trike out there. He's going to do a once-over, check over the trike, and he says he has a surprise for me. He won't tell me what the surprise is. Anyways, take it easy, guys. I will talk to you later. I think this will be the end of the video today. So, Jayoe, get to editing.
Next time on the Jayoe vlog.
Today on Hostel Territory, we take a look at a very interesting and unique hostel in downtown Taichung. Extremely simple. Bunk beds, bunk beds, bunk beds. They thought, why don't we bring a little bit of the camping atmosphere inside? The tents are a little bit more isolated.